Hey, my beautiful people, this is ERGJ, Certified Financial Educator here, back with the Financial Book Club, where we are currently going through the book, How Rich People Think by Steve Siebold. Steve, I'm coming from my check. You want to get this book and get it through us at www.ergj.net. And the whole thing, guys, is that wealth begins in the mind. That's right, wealth begins in the mind. You must be wealthy in your mind long before you're wealthy in your wallet. You must be wealthy in your mind long before you're wealthy in your wallet. So what we're doing is we are going through and depositing wealth resources inside of on our inside so that we can have rich results. If you want your financial life to change, you want your profit to change, your revenue to change, you want your salary to change, then you must change. You must change. And that's what we're going to work on. We're going to work on self-development, and we're beginning to learn about money and develop a good relationship with money. So we're on day number 82. Means we got 18 more days left to go in this book before we'll be moving on to a new book in the Financial Book Club. But I know you don't have a lot of time and I don't have a lot of time. So it's day number 82. Let's get it. The middle class believes wealth creates dysfunctional families. The world class believes unearned wealth creates dysfunctional families. The middle class believes wealth creates dysfunctional families. The world class believes unearned wealth creates dysfunctional families. Money has a bad reputation with people who don't have it, mostly because they don't understand what its limits are. Most have been blamed for everything from wars to infidelity. Money has been blamed for everything from wars to infidelity, from destroying friendships to wrecking families. At the first sign of trouble, where money is an element in the equation, it usually takes the fall. Many heads of families avoid money for fear it will create more problems than it solves. Many heads of families avoid money for the fear it will create more problems than it solves. And I want to stop right there for a second. And I want to ask you, do you believe that money creates more problems than it solves, or it solves more problems than it causes? Do you believe that money causes more problems than it solves, or that it solves more problems than it causes? For hundreds of years, millions of women have stayed married to abusive men and remained in unhappy marriages because they didn't have access to their own money. Wealth is a great liberator. It helps families live dreams. While the masses believe money corrupts, the world class knows money and freedom, and the freedom it brings just makes people more of who they already are. Dysfunctional families were dysfunctional before money entered the scene. It's just that money magnifies whatever it touches. It's just that money magnifies whatever it touches. Good people become even nicer without financial concerns burdening them. Bad people get worse because of the power and access money gives them. The biggest problem with money and families is when unearned wealth is given to children by well-meaning parents. Again, money isn't the problem, but it becomes the catalyst for bad behavior and unhappiness when given to a child who neither understands its purpose nor respects its power. This is why so many millionaires refuse to make their children wealthy and instead choose to donate the bulk of their fortune to charitable causes. Unearned wealth has ruined the lives of many rich kids who never had to find a way to make it on their own. But while the masses use this as another excuse for not getting wealthy, the world class builds their fortune and carefully navigates these hazards with caution. Now here's your quote of the day by Dan Millman. He says, "Money is neither my God nor my devil. It is a form of energy that tends to make us more of who we already are, whether it's greedy or loving." Dan Millman says, "Money is neither my God nor my devil. It is a form of energy that tends to make us more of who we already are, whether it's greedy or loving." And here's your critical thinking question of the day, guys. Here's what you want to think about and answer as it relates to what we've discussed today. Do you believe leaving millions of dollars to your children would help or hurt them? It's a good question to answer. Do you believe leaving millions of dollars to your children would help or hurt them? Here's your action step of the day. Here's what you want to do as it relates to what we've talked about today. If you have a family, have a meeting and talk about money. If you have a family, have a meeting and talk about money. Discuss the benefits as well as the limits of being rich. Teach your kids the differences in thinking between the middle class and the world class before others of influence saddle them with a mind full of limiting beliefs that will keep them broke for life. If you have a family, have a meeting and talk about money. Discuss the benefits as well as the limits of being rich. Teach your kids the differences in thinking between the middle class and the world class before others of influence saddle them with a mind full of limiting beliefs that will keep them broke for life. Well, that's going to be day number 82. We have completed that today. I'm going through the book, How Rich People Think by Steve Siebold. Steve, I'm coming for my check, guys. This is ERGJ, Certified Financial Educator. Got a couple of things that are upcoming that you might want to be aware of. On Tuesday, every Tuesday, we're doing Ticker Tuesday Talks. It's $10 for you to come and learn about the stock market, get some training, get some analysis, so you can begin to invest if that's what you like to do. Also on Thursdays, we have our financial education for high school students. That's on every Thursday night at 8 p.m. And then on Saturday mornings, we have our financial education program for middle school students. So that's every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. That's Family Financial Education. All you gotta do is go to www.ergj.net. Register for any one of those upcoming events, and I look forward to seeing you in class. At any rate, this is ERGJ, Certified Financial Educator. We will be back on Monday, going through day number 83. I'll be here, and the question is, will you?